Welcome to Alice Just Alice 55. You're listening to an AI-narrated audiobook version of my original story, The Unclaimed Werewolf, an Unbound Wolves novel, written by Alice N. Smith. Chapter 10, Where Exceptions Are Refused. The council chamber was broad and enclosed, stone walls rising high enough to hold sound but not warmth. Seating was built directly into the rock, arranged in levels that had never been meant to move or change. The floor bore the wear of centuries: smoothed stone, repaired seams, places where time had done more shaping than claws ever had. Brooks entered without hesitation. He felt the shift immediately, the way attention bent toward him without anyone acknowledging it outright. That was how the chamber worked. Recognition came late, after silence and posture had done their work. He stopped at the edge of the open floor. Arden halted where he belonged, one step back and, to the right, witness, not voice. Council members filled the upper tiers, male and female in near balance, their presence arranged less by gender than by age, alliances, and the long memory of past disputes. Some watched Brooks openly. Others did not bother to hide their disinterest. No one spoke at first. They wanted him waiting. He waited. When the chamber finally settled, a woman seated near the center inclined her head. Her hair was iron gray, her posture straight despite the stone seat beneath her. "Alpha Brooks," she said, not a greeting, a designation. "You summoned my beta," Brooks replied evenly, "and bypassed me to do it." A ripple of quiet response moved through the tiers. "The summons was issued to Beta Arden," a man to her left said. "We required clarification." "You required compliance," Brooks said. "You asked for neither clarification nor consent." Silence followed. Brooks let it hold. "The matter concerns an unclaimed female," another member said. This one younger, sharp-eyed, living alone, holding land without recognition. Brooks kept his expression still. They were already turning her into a condition. "You speak as if she has violated something," Brooks said. "Name it." "She destabilizes the region," the younger member replied. "Her presence invites challenge." "And confusion," an older man added. "Females are rare. You know that as well as we do." There it was, finally spoken plainly. Brooks met the speaker's gaze. "I know exactly how rare they are." "Then you know why this cannot be ignored," the man continued. "A lone female outside pack structure creates imbalance, competition, bloodshed. A problem the council has spent generations containing," another voice said, "by limiting variables." Brooks's jaw tightened. "You mean by limiting choice," he said. The iron-haired woman leaned forward slightly. "By limiting chaos," she corrected. "Female births are few. Losses are not easily replaced. Every unclaimed female is a destabilizing force, whether she intends to be or not." "She defended her land and dismissed scouts without bloodshed," Brooks said. "That is restraint." "A female holding territory alone is not restraint," the woman said sharply. "It is refusal." Brooks shifted his gaze to her. "She must choose a mate," the woman continued, unperturbed. "Then she can take her place here in the council and form a recognized pack. Order does not survive exceptions." Murmurs followed. Agreement, not outrage, not cruelty, not hatred, management. Brooks exhaled slowly through his nose. "You speak as if women are resources to be allocated," he said. "I speak as someone who has watched packs collapse over a single unregulated bond," the woman replied. "We do not have the luxury of sentiment. And I speak," Brooks said evenly, "as someone who has watched this council create those collapses by forcing bonds where they did not belong." The chamber went very still. A man seated high on the eastern tier leaned forward, his expression hard. "You tread close to accusation, Alpha Brooks." Another voice followed, colder. "The council does not answer for the failures of individual packs." Brooks inclined his head, not in apology, but acknowledgement. "Then I will rephrase," he said. He paused, choosing his footing with care. "I have seen," Brooks continued, "what happens when bonds are imposed without regard for the land or the individuals involved. Whether those decisions originate here or elsewhere matters less than their outcome." The tension eased slightly, not gone, managed. "She answers to no pack," a male member said. "That alone makes her dangerous." Brooks held his gaze steady, his voice lower now. "She answers to the land, and so far the land remains stable." A beat. "That stability will not last," the counselor replied. "Perhaps," Brooks said, "but it has not yet failed. That deserves consideration." Silence returned, heavier this time. "The council will determine next steps," the central woman said at last. "This situation cannot persist." "Agreed," Brooks said, "but not without my involvement." "And your beta?" a voice asked, eyes flicking briefly to Arden. Brooks did not turn. "He has fulfilled his role," Brooks said. "You will not use him as a substitute for authority you chose to bypass." That settled it. After a moment, the central woman inclined her head. "An envoy will be sent." Brooks waited. "To her land," she clarified. "Unarmed," Brooks said, "and announced. You do not dictate." "I state what I will accept on my border," Brooks replied calmly. "Anything else becomes a matter this council will be forced to address publicly." The chamber went quiet. Finally, the woman nodded. "An envoy will be sent. Terms will be discussed." Brooks inclined his head once, not gratitude, not concession, a marker. He turned and left without waiting for dismissal. Arden followed in silence. As they passed from stone and echo back into open air, Brooks felt the familiar weight settle in his chest. The council would tell themselves this was about balance, about preservation, about survival, and somewhere beyond their reach, a woman they refused to name was still living her life as if none of them existed. Whatever happened next was no longer entirely within his control.